Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I realized I had a small burp trapped in my throat when I did that intro, and I thought, oh boy, I'm gonna have to redo this. Here it comes. And then I decided that it was gonna go back into the abyss to live to surface another day. So we made it through. I don't have to edit that out. That's great. It hurt a little bit. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Today we have another unboxing video. Something from Migron. Two things that are a little curious. Number one, I just got a package from Migron, and usually they send everything at once and then I don't hear from them for a bit, and this was like very shortly after. The boxes are also different, which is interesting because the previous knives were what I would consider to be premium knives, but they came in budget knife boxes through Migron. These are both in premium knife boxes. More curious, this is a normal feeling box. This is a super heavy box. So there's a fat boy in here. There's a big old chunky monkey rhinoceros in there. No idea. Let's open these up and find out. Presumably these are available, so I will link them down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Okay, here we go. What do we have? The first knife lists as, whoop, he's trying to come out there. Conquistador. Right? That's how you say that word. I actually don't know what a is it conquistador? Conquistador? I actually have no idea. I don't know what that word means because I didn't pay attention in a lot of classes in school. Okay. Oh boy, we have a nice little flipper there. We have something a little off the beaten path for Migron, not nearly as straight. We're venturing outside of the beaten path. I do like the darkened titanium here. I don't think that's DLC, and here's why. It's because the blade I know to be DLC. This is like a gray PVD titanium, I think. Then we have the standard lighter gray, perhaps stonewashed titanium for the backspacer. I do love the copper. As far as like all the wild and crazy carbon fibers that are out there now, I mean, it's crazy. A lot of stuff that we have now would have been considered like top tier luxury scale material, and still a really nice scale material. I'm not suggesting that this is now a budget scale material. It's still really nice. We just see it a lot more often because so many different companies have figured out how to manufacture it, which is great. That's to the community's benefit. But of all of the wild and crazy carbon fibers, there's probably like 5 that I really like the most. And the copper and aluminum infused carbon fiber I think is really good looking. So we have a little flipper here, nice detent. And then we have, what would you guys call this blade shape? What we have is M390. I believe that their bare minimum HRC range now is 59 to 61. There was a few that were dropping down 58 to 60, and I said you need to get that up, preferably to 60 to 62. I think now, and even some of their listings say 59.5. I don't know what's stopping them. Like 59.5 is so on the line of like where I'd consider it to start to be good. 60 is officially where I say, like personally, and again, it's still a little subjective in this area, but personally, I say 60 plus. You talk to a bunch of other people in my comments, they'll say it doesn't start to get really good until 61, 62, which is, it's fine to say, right? I think Taylor, who will definitely be down in the comments, I think Taylor and I agree that like your base range for what's considered good for M390 is going to be 60 to 62, and obviously you can push M390 higher to 63, even 64, but at that point it becomes pretty brittle, right? So 60 to 62 is what I like to see it in. I believe Migron's getting closer. I would like them to try to go higher. I do like their combinations here, their DLC, and I know you guys are probably, some of you are itching to find out, can you use the fuller to reverse flick it? And the answer is yes, absolutely. The action is fine. Access to the lock bar is fine. This one's a little bit tight. I'm sure it'll loosen up over time, right? A little bit tight. Detent, it's a little lighter than I'd like it to be. I'm going to be honest with you. Here, it seems fine. I think maybe, so if you light switch it, it's better. If you try to push button it, it doesn't quite have that, that pop. Reverse flick is totally fine, and that's because you can get leverage wherever you want, all the way down to here. This is probably a knife that I can reverse pinky flip. Let's try. Come on. Yep, there we go. I can do it. Okay, kind of neat, kind of neat. It's probably going to be right around $200. What is going on here? I'm really curious about this one. This is a much heavier box. Much heavier. The Artep. This is a brand new model. I was not notified about this. I've told Migron, I'm like, as long as you guys send interesting stuff and you don't just send a million variations of the same thing, that's fine, right? So I said either really great value, you know, if you're going to like take a model and you're going to change it, you're going to take a budget model and make it premium, and you're going to make that premium model a really, really good deal, or vice versa. You're going to make that premium model a budget model. You're going to make it a really, really good deal. You can send me duplicate variations then, right? But if it's like, we now have blue scales, I don't care about that, you know, and they've been really good about that. I also said, if you just have a brand new wild model that's just different, right? Go ahead and send that. That's fine. They're consistent enough. I have never heard of the Artep, but Migron still does the overbuilt thing. And I'm hoping this is their next overbuilt model. It certainly feels like it. Is that, did I read that right? Artep, okay. Oh. Oh my God. It's an overbuilt crossbar lock. I mean, the crossbar thing, obviously people are bored to tears with crossbar locks, but this is a first. And I'll make exceptions for things that just haven't been done before, even if they don't need to be done, right? If you, it's crystal tie too. Oh man, that is free. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. This is just too cool. Hold on, let me deploy it here. This is wild. It's so weird to have a crossbar lock that is so big. The closest thing that I have ever experienced to this is the, and why, guys, why did you not make it ambidextrous for the mounting position for the pocket clip? It doesn't even make sense. I'm honestly like, I'm too flabbergasted by this to really be that upset, but I do have to point that out. Like, when we do crossbar locks, guys, we have to make it mountable for left and right-handed people. The closest thing I have ever experienced to this, and I know you guys, the word is already in your mouth, the Benchmade Adamas. I believe to this day, the Benchmade Adamas is the biggest, like, standard production crossbar lock that I have ever experienced until now. This is a freaking monster tank of a knife. And I think the Adamas is still longer. Is this Vanax? Oh my God. This is crazy. The scales are contoured crystal tie. This is an entirely new design from Migron. This is this is awesome. And you know, it's not that hulking. I mean, it's big, but as far as like stuff that Migron has released in the past, it's not that crazy. I think this is still within the realm of if you lust after the overbuilt stuff, but you don't want to buy one because you're like, am I really, like, it's so big I can't even carry it. This is really big. But are we going to hit 235 thousandths is my guess. I am so good at this. I know Migron's measurements. 230 thousandths. Very nearly a 1/4 inch slab of Vanax. Which means you can toss it around and just kind of use it, right? Vanax is one of my favorite steels, if not my favorite steel of all time, because of its balance of properties. Mainly that the corrosion resistance is so high, even higher than MagnaCut. You're never going to have to worry about it. Weight, let's guess. 8.5 to 9 ounces. I am a god. I am a god. Actually, I very rarely guess the weight correctly, but 8.6 is heavy. But it's not so heavy that it's novelty. You know, like there's that crowd of people that like pretends that they EDC the Espada XL every day. You might throw it in your pocket every now and then, but let's be honest. You get to that hour 3 with that Espada XL and you're like, this was a bad choice. You're at the food court at the mall and you have to walk funny in your Jinko jorts. You're like, I still have to go to GameStop before. Is GameStop still a thing? Do people still go to malls? Right? Yeah, I mean, you can type that up, but you ain't doing that every day. Like, let's be real. Overall length, it's still big. 8.5 inches. It's still a big knife. 8.5 inches with a 3.85 inch blade and 3.5 inches of cutting edge. Look at that blade. Scimitar-like, with the curvature there. And then we have a little swedge. We got a prominent flat, compound grind. The cool thing is, on one hand, this poor guy getting no limelight. For people who don't like overbuilt knives, this is going to look like an absurdly expensive object and make absolutely zero sense. And that's fine. That's fine, because that's a rational take. The truth about overbuilt knives, and while people who don't like this stuff, they have a desperate urge to explain to people, the geometry that's that thick actually makes it harder to cut. You guys don't understand. Thank goodness I'm here to educate you because you don't get it. Ah! Everybody understands that. There is absolutely no need. The draw to this is not, oh, it's thicker, it must be better, and I can't wait to spend hundreds of dollars on this. No. Everybody gets it. The draw to this is it is simply fun because it is thick. Obviously, the geometry makes it not as convenient to cut things consistently. Obviously, the weight of the thing, the girth of the thing makes it less convenient. Absolutely no one is sitting around with both thumbs in their butthole going, golly, I wish somebody would come along and explain this to me because I'm so helpless. Here I am sitting here with hundreds of dollars. I'm so helpless. I want to buy this because I think that there's some utilitarian advantage. Won't someone come along and explain to me what a dumb little boy I'm being? No. And honestly, if that's your approach, you should feel silly. Every single person who's looking at stuff like this, save for like 0.0001%. I'm sure there's a couple of goofballs out there, but the vast majority of people we know. The draw to this is simply because it's comically overbuilt. It's weird. It's fun. On top of that, this is an enormous amount of titanium and Vanax, probably enough to make 3 pocket knives. On top of that, Migron is absolutely the number one. If we're looking at overbuilt knives, the quality, consistency, the quality of execution, the materials used, and yeah, they don't always hit their HRC numbers, but they get close. All of those things together, dollar for dollar, there is no one else on earth that is delivering a package like this for less money. And when I say a package like this, I mean, if you're going to try and compare apples to apples, find me another crystal titanium pocket knife that's contoured and overbuilt with nearly a 1/4 inch slab of Vanax. Find it for less. I haven't even looked at the price tag yet, and I know that Migron's going to have the lowest price. All right. The only argument there is this is such a novelty item that competition by nature is not going to exist. Okay. But I would also argue that the reason partially it doesn't exist is not because that there's no demand for it, because there absolutely is. It's because the vast majority of companies simply cannot justify creating something like this and then putting it on the market for whatever, in competition for whatever Migron chooses to sell this at. They have consistently sold stuff like this, and their normal tier of stuff, right? They're more utilitarian knives, budget or premium. They have consistently sold this stuff for generally less on average than their competition, the majority of their competition. So if you are into overbuilt knives and you love the idea of, a crossbar lock, this has got to, look at the size of that freaking lock, man. That is crazy. That's got to have absolutely enormous omega springs because, yeah, the tension feels pretty high. This is so funny, man. It's so funny. Oh, what a fun thing to exist. All right, it'll be linked down in the description. All right, you guys can check it out. Even those angry, I want to teach someone. I want them to not know so that I need to teach them. Even you guys, even a couple of you guys are going to end up buying this and going, all right, I get it. It's hard to arrive in a position to want to spend hundreds of dollars on something like this without having gone through all of the other tiers the tutorial, the introduction, the utilitarian budget knife world. It's hard to get here without having played through the game and gotten good. When you play Elden Ring, you don't start to get into ridiculous builds, double giant sledgehammer builds, without having gone through the more practical, reasonable, easier to understand builds. Yet we'll always have people going, "Why are you doing this?" Don't be that guy. Nobody needs you to explain. It's just fun. That's going to be it, guys. That's going to be it. Thanks to Migron for being weird and sending this stuff. I love it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody. And have a great day.